can show state, they can show fake and then four leather. That's why I'm on the east side with that toe tied and them four letters.
Ray Kincaid, born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi, makes hard-hitting conscious music. His biggest influences are Kendrick Lamar, MF Doom, Lupe Fiasco, Neo Soul, and Michael Jackson. His latest album, Act 1, is out now.
What's your name?
Ray Kincaid.
And where are you from?
Jackson, Mississippi.
What made you get into music?
What made me get into music? I would say when I was little, I don't know how old I was, maybe like 3 or 4 or 5. I just remember, I wasn't 5. I remember being at home and watching the Michael Jackson's Rock With You video. And that was my first introduction that I can remember into like music. And I've been a music head ever since.
Yeah, I noticed like looking at your body of work, like there's so many like evolutions that you kind of gone through stages of evolving your sound. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so first I was doing boom bap, and then I started to incorporate more like trap, a little bit of experimental, neo soul, because I just want to be a well-rounded artist. So, yeah.
Are you an entrepreneur or a small business owner? Do you have a story to tell? The Works can bring your vision to life. No project is too small. Whether you want a promotional advertisement or a music video, The Works has you covered. Contact us at theworksllcjxn.com to get started.
So when you say that incorporating trap really helped, like, build your fan base more?
Yeah, I would say, I'm gonna be honest, people are gonna get mad at me for saying this, but this is how I feel. I feel like conscious music is boring. Not to me per se, but to the average listener, conscious hip hop is boring. And I was watching a video, Michael Eric Dyson, that's his name. He was interviewing Nas, it was like 10 years ago. And he was like, when Illmatic came out, the reason why it was so cool or whatever, because Nas was making conscious hip hop around the time where like gangster rap was, taking over. But he was making conscious hip hop, but he had all of the top producers from like East Coast, I think, on that one album. And he was like, the problem that he has with hip hop is that how come the conscious cats can't get those dope, vibes and beats and things like that. So I feel like as an artist, especially as a conscious artist, we have to find ways to entertain too. And I feel like a lot of conscious artists or a lot of hip hop heads, they get so caught in like the lyrical aspect of the art that they don't realize, hey, it got to be entertaining too. It don't have to be entertaining, but in order to get people to pay attention, it got to be entertaining and it got to, hit.
Okay, so when you say that you bring the entertainment value with your videos, because sometimes you dress up, you have wigs.
It's a funny question because you hear. Listen, yeah, so I'm not afraid to I don't take myself too seriously, I don't mind entertaining. I mean, of course, there are some things I'm not gonna do, but for the most part, I'm a silly person, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind being funny and dressing up as like anime characters and like things like that. So yeah, I just try to entertain, to get people to pay attention. But then once I got the attention, I got you.
Yeah, because I noticed like you'll segue between being like funny, entertaining, like with a video like Rich where you're sort of dressed up. And then you have music videos like Black Boy Cry, which is very serious. So to me, how important is it for you to be very transparent about depression?
I feel like it's very important because I feel like a lot of people are suffering in silence. And I know a lot of people who refuses to not even don't want to go to therapy, but don't even want to acknowledge that they even need help or they have mental health issues. And so I look at it like if people see me being so open and honest with it, it will inspire them to go seek help and to, take care of their mental health because it's extremely important, especially in the Black and brown community. We got to do better with that.
Yeah, speaking of gotta do better, let's segue into the Pray video.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good segue. Good job. The I Pray video was shot by you. And,
That's shot.
Yeah, you shot the video. That's probably my favorite video. That's probably my favorite song that I've made. Honestly, I love that song so much. Yeah, it was an all-day process, but it was worth it. I think you did an incredible job because everybody was like, "It looked like 3 people, but it's you." I showed my mom that all of them you. I said, "Yeah, Mom, it's me. It's me too, and it be 3." And she loved it. And so yeah, man, that's. I honestly think that's our best video so far. Honestly.
And that was a very tedious, time-consuming video. Oh my God.
Yeah, but it came out great. It came out great.
A past song you did, the 7 Cypher.
Okay.
Like, how did you manage to? What made you decide to get those group of artists together specifically?
I don't really know. Honestly, I think what it was, I think those were the guys I just recently did something with or something. I forgot what it was exactly. But yeah, I was just like, hey, let me just get these guys on this song and let's just rap. And different vibes, different styles, and yeah, made the song. It really wasn't like a specific reason. It was just people that I actually knew. I think it's been a minute that song old, but yeah.
Okay, and speaking of people you know, let's talk about Akeem. You have the song "The Mirror" with him. How did y'all come?
I do not know him. Not just playing. I don't know that loser. I just glad that's my brother, man. So what happened with that song? It was just me experimenting, and it just had the hook, my verse, and the hook. And I sent it to him and asked him, "Hey, how does this sound?" Before he even wrote me back, he said, "Man, I put a verse on it and everything. That thing hard." I said, "Really?" And he sent it back. He added vocal layers and a bridge, and I'm like, okay. And so I wasn't crazy about the song because I wanted to do it over, but we had issues. And so I wasn't going to put it out because I wanted to just do it over. And then we tried to do it over, and I hated the version that we made. And I said, this ain't it. So I just put out the version that we had, and people loved it. I'm talking about Curtis King heard it and was like, "Man, how did you come up with that?" And I said, "I don't know. I just came up with it." And Lou Will loved it, and he's been championing that song even before it came out. And so he had told me, he said, "Man, I play this song every day when I wake up." I look in the mirror and I play this song every day. And I said, "Oh, cool." So yeah, people love that song. And it was just a song that I was just having the most fun with. And yeah, that's what happened.
So, how do you feel about headlining Jackson Indie Music Week?
Somebody must really believe in me. But all jokes aside, I really appreciate it. I remember back in like 2016, 15, 17, I used to want the city's recognition so bad. And when I didn't get it, I used to just feel so defeated. And I wanted to quit so many times. And luckily I had people in my corner that wouldn't let me quit. Mr. Fluid was one of them. And you and my homie Tim and Akeem and like my sisters and like, you know, I had people in my corner that really they wouldn't give up on me when I gave up on myself. And so now that I'm headlining this show, is I don't know, it's like everything coming full circle, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause nobody knew who I was for a minute, but I just kept going. I would say this is the thing. I used to want to be the best rapper in Jackson so bad. I wanted all of the top guys to know who I was, like the Silas and the Cokes and the Dollar Blacks and the Vegases. Kid you not, once I stopped caring, and not saying that I don't care at all, but once I stopped trying to compete and just say, you know, I'm just gonna do my own thing, everything's just been like opening up. So now those guys know who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I don't seek that approval. And now, because I don't seek it, now I get it, you know? And so that's cool. So yeah, I'm excited. Hope the show goes well.
Yeah, just to segue, like I think those guys knew who you were when you had the cover art with them.
Yeah. Well, you know, that cover art was just me acknowledging like, hey, you know, I know y'all guys are the top guys, but I'm here, you know what I'm saying? You know, hip hop at the end of the day, it's a competition. Well, it's not a competition in general, but it's a sport, you know what I'm saying? So, but I know people got upset about it. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's hip hop. It is what it is. But yeah. There's a picture. You know, I don't know what to tell you, but all those guys, I know those guys personally. I know them, but you know, and all of them pretty cool. I have songs with a couple of them or whatever, so yeah.
Okay, and do you have any closing remarks?
Yeah, I would just say, it's gonna sound corny, but I'm gonna say, whatever you want to do in this life, go for it. And you know, it's gonna be ups and downs, but you only have one life to live, and you gotta make sure that you're actually out here living and chasing your dreams and like do what makes you happy. As long as you're not hurting anybody or yourself, I say live. A lot of people just existing. You know, they go to work every day, or you know, they don't have a life, or they just doing something that they really don't want to do because it like pays them money. I would just say, you know, live your life and live it how you want to live it, because once it's gone, it's gone and it's not coming back. So you just gotta live, you know.
All right, and where can people find you on social media?
They can find me on Instagram at A Kincaid. That's AYEKINCAID. I also have a TikTok, A Kincaid 91. And you can find me on Facebook at Ray Kincaid. And my music is available on all streaming services under Ray Kincaid. And you can listen to Act 1 and The Mirror. There you go.